Fiat 500 time. Let's get this one done. Welcome back. Now we drive. Let's get this done today. 500. I've been doing a few time-lapse videos which we're going to go through, but run into a bit of a problem which I've actually found a solution for. Well, it's not exactly difficult, but should we dive straight in? Let's go. So I'm going to take a quick, show you what I was sent. So this is from I think it's from a Pop, which is very clean, much nicer than the one I've got. But as you can see, there's subtle differences with the chrome. There's no chrome pieces here and here. Now the guy did tell me this when he sent it to me. So I'm going to have to take these off, cut the lugs off, and then probably just hot glue gun it onto that, because I think it looks a lot nicer. Take the badge off, and take the badge and the number plate, and we're away to go. So we're just doing the test fitment of the front bonnet and the front bumper. Front bonnet. Yeah, the front bonnet. That's what I was saying. Front bonnet fitted great. Front wing absolutely fine. There was a bit of fiddling and, as Ed China would say, a bit of fettling. I'm not sure actually what that means, but there you go. But we finally got it pretty much close. Yes, I think the lines are absolutely great, actually. Now, I did from my friends, I say my friends, from the guys at Club Italia 500. I'm just sitting down on my stool here. Club Italia 500. They sent me a brand new daylight running light. They sent me the bonnet, the bonnet, the front grille bumper, and the wing. Two wings actually. One was for the black 500. And I fitted it all together. And I thought, before I start going mental on doing all the bolts up on the front bumper and grille, I thought I'd give it a little test on the fog lights. And this right fog light wasn't working. Oh, sorry, the white daylight running light wasn't working. So what did I do? Swap the bulbs over, and it still wasn't working. So I thought, aha, what's going on? Now, if you can have a look here, you can see that at some point in this crash, pardon my very dirty nails, doing the knock, it snapped this wire off and also exposed this little fella here. So I went and bought, I didn't have it, but I did, these, let me open it up. Oh, they're not revolutionary. I'm not, you know, creating fire here. But these, here we go. Can you see that? There we go. Yeah, these very interesting, pre-soldered. So you put the cables in. I believe I've never used them before. But you put the, where are we? Why is it not in focus? There we go. Put the cables in, and they kind of join up together or something. I believe. So we're going to hopefully sort that small cable break up, and the lights will be fine. I can put the grill back on, the bumper and grill back on, and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. We'll be done. Oh, except putting this decal on here, which is on the old wing here, which is fine. I'm sure that'll just a bit of heat, and that hopefully should lift off. If not, I know you can buy them on eBay or from Fiat. So let's get cracking. Let's see how this soldering goes. So I tell you what, I'm thinking, how about we just get a little bit, see, I just got, I'm going to show you, if I lift up my tripod, hold on, sorry about that. So if you have a look, I've just bought this all-in-one, can you see that? Yeah, all-in-one kit from Amazon. It's ridiculous, I think it was 19 quid on Amazon Prime, and it's even got a multimeter, so I'm just trying to, my tripod's stuck, there we go. It's got a multimeter and everything. So, it also comes with a bit of cable, so I'm thinking, yeah, come a bit of cable. So if we just add a little bit of cable, it might make our job a damn sight easier. That needs to be about, inch or something. Hopefully it's not gonna hurt the impedance of the. So if we it should be fun. Never used one of these before, but we'll give it a. It looked damn easy, so we'll see. Just got to get this into the middle where the silver bit is. Like, there we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There we go. Right now, it said use a cig, and hopefully. Just the I'm not sure having to touch it will. It's unlike some of those shrink wrap things. I'm not sure. We don't keep it on there too long. It should hopefully just give it enough heat. I don't want to burn the plastic. So I've got a heat gun, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough. Let's have a little look. And I said if you keep these white bits there and here. Oh, sorry, I don't know if you can see that. I've been moving around. I got there. Is that better? Yeah, these white bits are the waterproof parts. So if we can just get a little bit of heat on just to seal that up. I think that middle bit looks like it's melted. Hopefully not. Hopefully that's good enough. Now, what's going to be interesting, and I might have to, this might not work actually, on this section. So I'm just making sure that that's waterproof. This bit, I think I might have to just put a little bit of solder on here and solder on this end and try and just connect it, and then just put a bit of, because I don't see how, unless I put a really small one on there or I cut it, I don't see how I'm going to. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So if I don't think this is going to go any further than the block. So if we, I can't see, yeah, that just won't. won't go past the waterproof part, and we need it to get to here where the solder is and not this kind of seal area. So if I cut it here and then plonk it down, so we're about, so yeah, if I cut it just after this, just after the waterproof part, just there, look, I'll just cut that off. So if I, now if we get the old teeth on this one, there we go. Now if I plonk this up, make sure I've got the right way around. Yep. Oh jeez, that's fun. It's not fitting, so I'll take a little bit more off and then just, you know what, it doesn't matter. Right, it's going to be the shortest shortest one ever. It'll be just as good as a regular solder with some tape, because tape's not going to be great, is it? It might insulate, but it's not going to keep it waterproof. And I suppose these are super low voltage anyway. Right, so when you've got fat fingers like I have, this kind of work is difficult. Just want to make sure I get all the strands. There's one dirty strand left, you bugger. Right, now, I know I didn't screw them together, but as long as we have some connection, I'm sure the solder will do the rest of the work. We just add a little bit of heat to that. Hopefully that will just melt and cause a seal. Hopefully you can see, let me turn that around a little bit so you can see what I'm saying. So without, obviously they ain't got the waterproofing in there, but if I don't melt completely through it, it'll give no, it's not taken. Okay, it's obviously not melted the solder, because it would have. So if this doesn't work, oh, I'm burning the fucking thing now, Jesus. Yeah, it's just not taking. Right, so what we'll do, we'll add a bit of, get the solder out. The last time I think I used solder was when I used to have a Scalextric set when I was about 11, soldering back, you know, the brushes and stuff. I don't, maybe it's a bit before. Oh no, so it's pretty ageless, isn't it, Scalextrics? So now, if I heat the wire up, hopefully add a little bit of. Right, got a little spot. Is that going to be enough? Let's have a look. See if we can get these two bitches to play. Come on. Oh man. Right, I think I'm good. So I'm burning some other thing, but that's fine. That looks looks like it's connected in some way. I'm not going to win any. I'm not going to win Solder of the Year award 2019. I don't think I'd win it. I don't think I'd win Solder of the Year award 1919, to be honest. But hey. got me tea. It's cold today, so need a bit of refreshment. Right, so what should we do next? I'll tell you one thing I'm going to do. Unplug this absolutely roasting hot soldering iron, because if I kneel down, that won't be much fun, and I don't want to start swearing too much on YouTube. Right, so what do we do now? Do we think that's good enough? I must say it's marginal at best, but there's only one way to find out. Let's put this back and let's try the lights. So the lights, they work after a bit of soldering, and seem to have done the job. What I'm going to do now is just clean these off. These, as I say, this was the pop, not the lounge, and we've got to put these silver pieces on. So I'm going to quickly glue gun the silver pieces on, and we're pretty much done. Put the number plate on as well. So let's get cracking. And here she is, finally finished. Got to take it down for an MOT. I actually just noticed it ran out yesterday, funny enough, but that's fine. Looking at the tyres and the brakes and everything, I think it's going to absolutely sail through. But if we just have a look at some of my handiwork, got the decal on now, which is pretty straight. The shut lines look alright, I think, given it's my first 500. Yeah, the bonnet fits nicely. Now I thought it was this. It is the same colour. It was Bianca white, so I'm sure it was just me being overly critical. I'll give it a little bit of a wash. I think it looks super tidy. I've been for a drive. It's great, absolutely fantastic little car. As I say, drives great, looks fine. Could do with a little bit of a polish, but as I say, I got most of the dirt and dust off. And I'll go and advertise this today. And as Mike Brewer would say, and this is for you, Zach, I love the way it gets down the road. And now, there you go, that was it. So yeah, and even my super bit of soldering work is still apparently quite good, because it's yeah, still there. So end of the 500 project. Please leave your comments and everything else. Please subscribe and press the bell button, etc. Thanks for joining us here on Now We Drive.